I have
No,
shared the things
we
also.
never had a tax, so everything is the same, I think.
Oh,
It is crazy to see. In India, people are taking 30% of tax in crypto and 18% of GST.
yeah, it's terrible. 30% taxes are horrible. It's horrible. You got to wait long term. Well, we have long term capital gains tax, which is only um if it's 15%.
Oh,
But you
in
gotta wait.
India,
You
in
gotta
stock
wait one
market.
year. You gotta wait. You gotta hold your token for 1 year though.
But as my opinion, if you are in crypto, then you can hold at least 3 to 4 years. Because if you are coming with a coaching fees and school fees, it will be not good.
Yeah.
I also did the same mistake. At some time, $50 matters me for a lot. I started $50 of my coaching fees with crypto.
Oh my gosh. You started with $50.
Yeah,
What year?
that's my coaching fees.
Okay, I'm
And
texting.
actually,
I'm texting the chief dev to see if he's joining.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call him, you guys. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our VC today. We are fortunate to have our chief dev here for the first time. So welcome. And we're going to talk today about sort of the news, the CPE news and what's going on. And yeah, so without further ado, I guess we'll get right into it. Let me introduce to you the chief dev. Call him, chief or captain, I call him, or whatever you want. Just don't call him late for dinner. Just kidding. Hi. Welcome, chief. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
How is everybody doing?
We're good. The market's up 1%, but who knows how long it'll last.
To be honest, it's dumped 3% uh, and pumped 1%.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's down like 85% and pumped 1%, right? Or something like that. but
Yeah,
who's counting, right?
yeah. Same goes to Luna. People saying that Luna pumped 100% in a day, but
I
we know
know.
the monthly chart of Luna.
I know, right? But it's down 10,000% or whatever, 10 million%, whatever it is. So that is funny. That's hilarious. Okay. So yeah, today I guess we're gonna talk about if you guys want to go ahead and invite and start inviting people in, we will probably reward somebody. Today we're doing a thing a little bit differently. I'm not going to reward anybody who's already won before. I just want to reward people that have never won before. So if you want to invite people in, that'd be great because we're just doing it for the project. Today it's kind of like an emergency VC, just so we can update everybody of what's going on and where we're headed and what we're doing and sort of like what happened. So that's what today's VC is about. But yeah, if you guys want to invite somebody in, I will, award $5 for best question and $5 to the most invites. But it will be for somebody who is new. It is not somebody. If you've won before, you will not be eligible today. But I appreciate you being here. And today is more of an informational kind of thing. But we would like to get the word out still. So with that said. Do you want to explain kind of what happened, or do you want me to kind of take it away and then you can kind of come in? What happened is basically yesterday we had a problem with the claiming. The function was a checksum function that wasn't working properly, and it was in the contract it's converting uppercase lower letters to lowercase letters, and we had it in uppercase letters and it's sort of hard coded in the smart contract. And I've talked about this before. When you write a smart contract, it's set in stone. You cannot change it. The only thing you can do is sort of write, applications on top of it, or patches to try and fix it. And so that's what we needed to do. It took a long time to uncover what the error was, because it was very, very subtle and very hidden and very difficult code, HTML code and Solidity code that is in the contract and in the D application. And so it was very hard. We worked very, very hard, many hours all day yesterday. I worked tirelessly to try to figure it out. And then once we located it, we had to write the code, and well, I didn't, I just had to copy and paste it. But our wonderful chief dev here is so good, and he's so talented, and he's so smart. We were able to, once we identified it, to actually write the code pretty quick and just do a couple checks. And we had to test this, and we wrote the different ones, and we got it all sorted out, and it was really good, and it is working for a lot of us. But the only options is that you had to clear your cache, and then you had to confirm twice, and that was just the only patch that will work. And you guys see this all throughout DeFi too. This is not new news to anybody, okay? Anytime you do anything on DeFi, you got to approve it first, and then you do the confirmation for the transaction. So it's always an approval. So it's not just unique to us. The thing that kind of is unfortunate is that the tokens, if you don't wait, it happens so fast. It's like 10 seconds. I always wait to make sure, everythithing's happened. I just sit there and wait. I always do this, right? But I guess some people just click confirm, and then they click off and they start doing other things. Then they're getting their tokens stuck. Okay. We don't, and then on a whole nother talk, that some people get very discouraged, or they take it as an opportunity. And we had some scammers in there trying to DM people, telling them that they pretending to be, Leckman, pretending to be me, pretending to say, give me your seed phrases, and logging on and click on this link and stuff like that. So you have to be very, very, very careful that you're not doing that you're not logging on. Never give your seed phrase to anybody. Okay. Anybody. They catfishes us. They copy my picture, they copy my exact telegrams, they use V's, 2 V's for W's. They're very creative, right? They use uppercase or lowercase or whatever, just a very little slight change, and they catfish as you, and they pretend to be you. But I'm not begging you for money. I'm not asking for your seed phrases. Me or Leckman is not, doing that. Okay. So that's not us. So just first of all, beware of scammers. Second of all, going back to the situation is that, unfortunately, yes, if you did not confirm twice, or there might be a little issue, we're really not sure with the phone. But if you guys had a phone and were able to claim successfully, we had tons and tons and tons of people claim successfully. I really only have a list of 7 people right now. 7 people that have DM'd me their wallet that have had problems, and we've had 100 people claim. So it's very small percentage of people that actually did have issues. So, but we wanted to have this voice call and just make sure that any of confusion was cleared up, and then we explained exactly what happened, and what's happening going forward, where we're at with BSJ and that kind of thing. And I wanted to take the opportunity to have him come in and explain the very technical side of this, because unfortunately, when I initially I thought that it was just going to be a simple fix, and then maybe there weren't enough tokens in the contract. That's what I was thinking that it was. Turns out it was not that. It was actually very, very difficult, huge coding thing that worked perfectly in test. So we had no issues in test. The test environment, just in case you guys don't know, the testing environment is exact copy of the mainnet environment. So that's why you have test environments. You have test BNB. We're sitting here. You guys have been seeing me say, oh, I'm testing this, I'm testing that. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm all on the test net. We're going to move to mainnet, that kind of thing. Well, 90% of the time, everything's the same on testnet and mainnet. And I don't know why. And it's not supposed to be this. And I actually confirmed with Scott, Panda, who's ill or whatever. He said, normally, you wouldn't have problems with that, and that it would be the same. And I said, I know, that's why it was so hard for us to identify yesterday, because normally it would be the same on both testnet and mainnet. And for some reason, testnet worked fine. I tested 40 or 50 claims. I mean, we did it again and again and again and again, and it worked perfectly. The tokens went there, they went all the right places. Everything did it, checks and balances were perfect. But when we moved it over to mainnet, we couldn't test it until it was live. And then it wasn't until the first claim actually expired that we started seeing this. And then we could, we had to go in and sort of like a deep dive into try to figure out what the problem was. And we actually set it, we had to set it back to testnet. We had to go in and code it and recode the code back to testnet to try to figure it out. It was very, very difficult. He is amazing, and you guys really need to appreciate him, because he no other devs and no other projects are going to do this. They'll just wash their hands in it and walk away. I don't know if you guys saw that 100 days launch. Their taxes didn't work. Yeah, they just took $4 million and just walked away. And we were like a smaller family here, and we are just committed to you guys and committed to making this success and committed to making us all money. So, we're really lucky to have him. He's really great. He's been doing this 10 years. He's awesome at it. Okay. So, I appreciate you guys' patience and everything. I appreciate you guys joining us today so we could explain this to you. And, if you're watching the replay, and you guys have any questions or whatever, just let us know. But, I just wanted to get him in here and have him sort of explain it to you and open it up for questions, and, let you guys, hear it from him, sort of what that was, and introduce him to you guys. So, did you want to say something now? Did you want to say something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Damsel. It's my pleasure to be among the team and among the wonderful crypto traders. Actually, I want to apologize for having a technical issue as regards the app. I think we have a successful testnet testing, but on the mainnet there is a particular code that has issue, and by the special grace of God, we are able to fix it. So, and at the log ground, we still observe some vulnerability which we are trying to patch. Actually, the vulnerability has been from the onset, and we have been trying to secure everybody's fund in the staking, and that is why we have issue yesterday, or since 2 days ago. You're supposed to have on stake your stakes. So I applied for that. So the second thing is, we would like you to follow every rules that is given to you while you are staking and not stake your token, because if you don't follow the rules, your token might stuck in the contract. And as we speak, if your token is stuck, I think the best way we can reward everybody is to do it manually, which we have been updating you in the group. So Damsel is in charge of that. Nobody else can do that. He's the only one that have access to do that. And I would like us to follow all the rules, clear your cache, refresh your page once you clear your cache. Then when you are on stake your stakes, you have to confirm twice. The first confirmation is to approve, while the second confirmation is to transfer your fund back to your wallet.
Yeah, that's very important. If you don't follow the rules, then it's not going to work. So if they're stuck, then just DM me your wallet. Like I said, I only have 7 wallets, so I only have 7 people who've confirmed with me that they're stuck. So we've had a lot of people that were very successful in unstaking, and unfortunately, yeah, like he said, we had to make a patch. This was the only way to do it, to approve and confirm. It's nothing new. It's just what it is. It worked perfectly in the test net, and unfortunately, it didn't work in the main net. So, oh gosh, I guess we lost him. Anyway, so it works perfectly in the testnet, and so it's this uppercase and lowercase thing. It really should not have been an issue. It's actually like a weird thing in PancakeSwap. They must have done an update or something on the mainnet, and they didn't do it on testnet, or we were just in that sort of like, time between they did an update on one and not the other. So the only fix for this, in order to make it work, was this. I will say though that we already have discussed that we are going to make it fine with the BSJ staking. We've already corrected it. It's going to be all lowercase letters, and there won't be any problem. Won't be any problem there. And so yeah. So I guess I can open it up for questions. If you guys have more questions, shoot. Maybe his net talk. Sometimes he has trouble
Hello,
with.
ma'am.
Yeah. Oh, here he's back. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, so I can open it up for if you guys want to ask questions for me or her or him. Let's try to keep it on topic of the claiming situation. But if you guys want to ask anything about BSJ, yesterday after we resolved this issue, after working like 7 hours after on finding this issue and coding it and getting it right for you guys and working tirelessly behind the scenes to get it right, we actually started working on BSJ, and we're so close. We've got it. We're just going to do like the absolute final testing, which means run down everything and make sure that everything works perfectly, so we can launch fairly soon. So if you guys want to ask us questions about the claiming or the BSJ, let me know. I will say that the manual process that I'm going to be handling, I have 7 addresses right now. I'm sure there will be a couple more. We have 100 and I think it was like 130 people still left to claim, including myself. I staked my coins that I bought with my money too. Okay, I staked. I'm the biggest whale. I spent $10,000 on CFO of my own money. I sold my Bitcoin and bought it and invested in my own project, and I staked them too. So I have to claim too. But I didn't stake them till the 31st. I'm like the last. But we still have like 130 people to claim, and many people have already reclaimed. Have already restaked. And that's another thing I'll just say is that the restake, we set it, and it will not be like this for forever. But for initially, we are going to keep it the same. The 3,006, it'll be the same rewards, except the only difference is they will get paid in BSJ this time. So you'll see the reward, and it'll be just exactly as Sifu, but the difference between that will be paid in BSJ. And it's actually going to be a huge bonus for you guys because I'm going to set the price. I'm trying to make up for what happened with AVAX because I have a lot of you guys that have been with me since AVAX. I got another message from someone who's just kind of quiet this morning. He's like, I've been with you since AVAX and mine are stuck. He's one of the 7 that are stuck. And so to reward you guys, I'm going to have like the price like a little bit higher for BSJ. So that'll be good. Anyway, so I'm going to be rewarding everybody in BSJ, and let's see can you mute yourself? A team, did you want to say something?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. I try to understand because I don't speak very well English. So I would like to validate. So the future reward will be paid in BSG. That's it?
BSJ.
Yeah.
No more
The
Sifu.
future.
No more Sifu rewards. That's why the price of Sifu is going to go up, because the Sifu is gone. No one has any more Sifu. I'm rewarding this last little bit. I have a teeny little bit left for reserves, and that's it. So it's all going to be out in circulation. But BSJ is going to buy it. So every time there's a transaction with BSJ, there's going to be a buy, a 3% buy. So every time there's a buy, every time there's a sell, every transaction for BSJ, it's going to go in and buy Sifu. Okay, and it's going to reward
Okay.
all the BSJ holders with the Sifu. So your Sifu wallet is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to buy it. So the prices, and then there's going to be those staking rewards for staking still. So if you keep staking your Sifu, let it accumulate a little bit, then you stake it, then you're going to keep getting the airdrop rewards. So there's incentive for it to be staked. I'm going to keep the incentives really high to keep the price solid and to keep the price good and to raise the price up. So that's the plan. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, my French is terrible. I don't even know if you speak
No
French. You
problem.
sounded French, but I might be wrong.
No problem.
Did that make
And
sense? Did that make sense?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the day burn or the day earn, you will do it again.
What? The daily earn and burns? Yes. Okay. So what's happening now? I've been so busy writing the new contract. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do, and I haven't announced when, but by Sunday, my time, I'm in US, I'm -7 UTC. You guys can do the math. So by Sunday, my time, I am going to do the 14. Today it's 14 earns and burns, and I'm gonna
Okay.
airdrop. But I'm only going to airdrop the stakers. And I'm going to airdrop them BSJ. So if you're not staked, either you're
The
staked with
stakers of
Sifu,
this week.
you either have to, so staked, if your Sifu is not staked, you will not be participating in the earn or burn airdrops anymore. Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
I have to take a look at when this is done. And then I haven't burnt it yet, but I'm okay with burning it to help the supply go up. I'm okay with that. So I'm accumulating the burns, but I had to take a look at it because we're so short on tokens. I had to see what needed to happen. But so yes, I'm going to be doing the earns and burns. I'm going to do 14 of them at some random day. I'm going to do them all in a row. I'm going to go live once. I'll make the announcement. It got to be too much for me doing it every day, but I am going to do one wheel spin 4 every day. So it might be like once a week going forward, but I am going to continue it. And I'm going to do it with BSJ. So it'll be like, it'll be cool.
And for example, I have some token I staked 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So will I have a reward?
Yes.
Airdrop?
So
Or
any rewards, okay, great question. All right, you're already winning best question. I can already tell. Okay, so if you stake under one promotion, then you're fine. You're gonna get the Sifu. Up until yesterday, whenever I changed it, I don't even know what time I changed it at. I'll find out what time I changed it at. But whatever time I changed it at, it was like yesterday afternoon, like 22 hours ago or something like that. 22 hours ago, I changed it. And then all those people are from then on will not get will get BSJ instead of Sifu. But if you staked 2 weeks ago, you're getting Sifu. Up until yesterday at like, I don't know, say midnight UTC or something like that. Up until last night, midnight, you're fine. You'll get Sifu. But after that, now, going forward, I've made the announcement. I changed it on the thing. Let me show you guys, because if you haven't seen it, let me show you. I'll share my screen. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Here. Okay. Okay. So you're still going to get the same amount, okay? But the rewards are paid in BSJ now. So from the minute I made this change here, that's when I changed it in the smart contract. I go and or not in the smart contract, in the Web3. That's when I go and I changed it. So I changed it so everyone's still getting the same amount. It's just going to be paid in BSJ. And that will all be done in the in the smart contract, but it just has been notified here yesterday. So I'm just showing everybody where I changed it. And this APY, just so you guys know, will not probably stay like this forever. I'm just doing it probably for the launch, and then it'll go down, because if we keep doing this, a price of BSJ will get inflated, and we want to try to keep the prices of both up high. So I'm going to kind of watch it and do it and like that. But I'm wondering, I don't have any to claim, otherwise I'd show you guys how to do it right now. But like this is how you clear your cache. Control Shift Delete. Okay, so you go like that. That's how you clear your cache, and then you don't have to clear your browsing history. And someone was really concerned, you don't have to clear your other site data. You can just clear your cache, and I think your websites will still be there. I know that someone was really concerned about that. So you just clear your cache, and then you come back over, and then you click on your claim. I've claimed both of mine, and this one isn't. I successfully staked yesterday, so I'm already earning some BSJ. But it's not going to expire, or it's not going to be a claim. Won't be available to the 23rd of June. So we're not going to wait around for that today. But yeah, so let's see, stop sharing. Anyway, those were great questions. Do you have any more questions? Or does that make sense even?
Yeah, the claimable situation. So,
Okay.
if you can tell me with simple words when it will be resolved.
Okay, so the claim. Do you have tokens locked? Do you have tokens stuck?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
No, but
sent
2
you
weeks ago. Oh no.
From 1 month ago.
Oh, you have some. Okay. I'm just gonna look at my thing. Wait, what is? Okay, I have. Do you want to tell me your name? Because I don't have it here.
Yes, please.
What is it?
Arnaud Magic X. Arnaud.
Oh, you're
I am
Arnaud.
Arnaud.
Oh, you're Arnaud.
I sent
Yes,
you my
yes,
address.
yes. Yeah. Okay, so right after this, we are going to. I've never heard your voice before, or maybe I have, but I didn't remember. I didn't realize your accent was so cute. Okay, so anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, hold tight. Right after this, the chief dev and I are going to have a meeting, and we're running some reports to try to do it the fastest way. Otherwise, it's like taking me a minute. I have to look up the transactions, and I have to look at internal transactions, and I have to look at what you had this, and I have to go back to the reports for each person. I know it's only 7 of you, so it shouldn't take that long. So right after this, we're hoping to have it resolved today. But if it goes any longer, I'll let you know. But it should be resolved today. I'll DM you and let you know when I've airdropped them back to you. So
Okay.
And then we're not sure about the phone situation, because it seemed like some of them weren't working on phones. But if you guys had a successful one on your phone, can you let us know? Because we don't use phones. I had so many. I lost 2 B&B on a phone once. So I after that I said, done with phones. Okay, they just don't work. They're just not as good, and so I will say though that I did write some code for the second NFT collection that they will be able to be used with the NFT, the Trust Wallet, but it's not an easy thing. They don't make it easy. The Trust Wallet has issues on their side. That's why it's so much better if you guys make the transition. If you're really serious about this, in my opinion, you should not be doing it from your phone. You should be doing it from a PC, or laptop, or Apple MacBook, or whatever it is. You should, in my opinion, you should be doing it from a machine, not a phone. But that's just my opinion. If you guys want to try it and you guys have success, I know you all told me, it's fine, we're staking fine and everything like that. And I said, well, I don't recommend it, because I don't know. And I know Leckman, our chief dev here, he has said that, he doesn't recommend it either. So it's up to you guys. I know it's definitely more convenient. And I know when I first got on, and I get it. I mean, I get it. I was on my phone for the the first 6 months that I was in DeFi. Okay, I try to do everything from my phone. But I have a friend who's like my kid's age, 21. He's like, don't do it from the phone. He's like kept yelling at me. He's like, don't do it, don't do it. And I tried to get into this one project. It was 2BNB. Boom, I sent it to the wrong thing. It didn't work on the phone. He's like, don't do it from your phone. Download MetaMask. Do a MetaMask. And I'm like, nah. And I just did it from my Trust wallet. Bam, gone. 2BNB. After that, I said, forget it. So be patient. We'll get them back to you if they're stuck in your Trust wallet or if the phones aren't working. But if you guys have had success, has anyone here that's on this call right now had success claiming? Because we've had 95 people claim already, so we know that the claim works. But has anybody claimed with the phone successfully that's on this call? By clearing your cache?
I use phone.
You did.
I use phone and Trust Wallet.
Okay.
And first I have the issue. I talked with you, but the next day I could. I made it, and I buy more and stake it.
Yay! Thank you, Leona. You're the best. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So I guess maybe if you guys had problems, try it again. Wait a day. Did you clear your cache? Did you clear your cache on your
Yes.
phone? Yeah.
In
Okay.
Trust Wallet, we have to do that often.
Okay. Okay. Just know that if you guys and don't listen to, there's a bunch of scammers in the community too. Don't listen to them. But because there's people that I've never seen before. You guys, I know most of you guys, I know almost everybody. And so if you see some new faces in there making all these crazy claims saying, give me my money right now, that's usually a scammer. So anyway, just help me keep it scam free and try it again, you guys. Once we get off this call, try it maybe one more time, clear your cache. So we know that the Trust wallet does work. I figured it must work. But yeah, okay. So maybe the last 7 people I need to try it. They need to try it again.
If you want, I can take pictures how to clean the cache.
Yes, that would be awesome. And post it in there. Yes, I'll pin it. That would be awesome, Leonel. Thank you so much. That would be awesome. Okay, cool.
So I just tried again and it's still not working. Mine has a blue claimed button. It shows claimed, but nothing in my wallet.
Okay.
I cleared everything, restarted it just now.
Okay. And Brian, you sent me your address, right?
Yep.
Are you using a phone?
Nope.
Okay.
Never have.
Okay. I don't know. It
was weird. I got a really high gas.
Yes,
I got a really high gas fee on the second transaction, and I knew something was wrong, so I didn't.
Yeah, and that's just MetaMask does that when it just has an error that it can't complete the transaction. It'll just say some exorbitant amount of gas fee. Basically, what it should say is instead of say the gas fee is super high, it should say error, sorry, this transaction will not process. But no, it says it's some high gas fee, and then everyone freaks out. It's the worst error message in MetaMask. But anyway, okay. Well, I'll add you to the list. Let me see if I already have you on the list. No, both Brian. I have the other Brian. The other Brian did it too. Okay, so you're number 8, and it shouldn't be too long. I'll send it back to you guys. And I'm sorry this happened. It just was this weird thing that we tested this. This is not something you could even test. It's just capital letters versus lowercase letters. It works fine. Oh, I claimed 50 times and tested it. I'm so particular about it. So anyway, so apologize for this. Thanks you guys for being patient. And we are going to just know that we're going to work on this today, right after we get off this call. And hopefully it'll be resolved by this evening, but I'll give you guys updates on our progress. And I will DM everybody personally because it's just a few of us that once I've airdropped you or once I've sent your tokens back. I have to confirm it though because I got a bunch of people that are that are lying. So I have to confirm that. I mean, Brian, of course I believe you. You know, I mean, I believe all of you guys that I know, but you know, I just have to verify it, and then I have to see the amount and that kind of thing, right? So it's a process.
I have another potential issue which may or may not make you happy. I don't know.
Okay.
I staked almost on a daily basis
Okay.
a certain amount of seafood.
Okay.
I was kind of looking at it as a daily income.
I like it.
So
I like it.
I'm hoping you guys can see. Hopefully next time it goes smoother, but this might almost be a daily occurrence for me for the next 3 weeks.
Okay, that's okay.
So
That's okay, Brian. Just be patient with us, and I'll you know, I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you an NFT for the second collection. I'm sorry about this. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. We were there was no way of knowing this. It's just the code is just typed as a capital letter on the thing, and it just converts it in MetaMask, and it's written in the smart contract as a capital letter. And then it's just a weird thing. Why would it work in test and would not work in mainnet is the craziest thing, but who knows? So thanks, and don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Once we get it down, I'll figure out what it is. What I'll probably do is send you a lump sum, and I'll just I'll just lock all that, because I just lock them all or whatever, and then I'll just airdrop you I'll just airdrop you it all in probably one lump sum.
My next one's not till next week anyway, so.
Oh, okay, good. I got a week to figure it out. And I don't know why it's so weird that it didn't work. And you use MetaMask, right?
Yep.
So weird. Why it worked for me, and you claimed twice, and you didn't do it. You cleared your cache first, and it's so weird.
I saw all the messages before I even tried, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so weird. Okay, I don't know. Okay, don't worry. We've got you. We'll do this one. I'll take care of the first one that's up already, and then once I get through all of these guys, everybody's stakes are already up. Then I'll take a look at your next week, and then I'll probably just airdrop or send you a lump sum, if that's okay. Early. I'll send it to you early.
We'll figure it out when this one comes.
Then you can get this. Then you can get. You can divide it up and parse it up if you want. To have it like a daily income. I like that. I think that's cool. It's like you're making your own little like drip. Yeah.
I ran out since the earns and burns stopped. I ran out. My plan stopped. So
I'm sorry. I know. It's just it was getting to be a lot, and I'm like so knee deep in like hours and hours. Like all of my days are like going into the developing of BSJ. So and testing it, and we've had to rewrite a couple things there. But it's so awesome, you guys. It's so awesome. It's going to be so good. I'm spying. Well, they have spies in my group too. So I'm spying in the other projects that have like other I'm open kimono, I'll admit it. I don't care. I'm looking in their group, the other projects that do the jackpot, and they didn't. Their project is stopped right now because they had a problem or whatever. But we're just so much better. It's just so much better. It's just we fixed all the problems that they had. We have it dynamic so we can change how much the cherry bomb is. The cherry bomb is going to make the price of BSJ go up. Oh my gosh, it's going to reward with Sifu. It's going to make the price of Sifu go up. It's really, really, really good, you guys. And we have it like, theirs was set so high that it didn't really it's kind of like the lottery. It's like you play the lottery, but are you really going to win the lottery? How many people win the lottery? This makes it more lower, where everyone will win. If a cherry bomb, the price goes up, we've set it a little bit lower. Theirs was $50,000. $50,000, that's like our whole contract. You know what I mean? It's no. Let's make it a little bit more reasonable. 1,000, 2,000 to 5,000. And when it gets to 5,000, then we'll do, a cherry bomb. And then that will, and then everybody gets rewarded, which they didn't have in theirs. With us, everybody's going to get a share. So the winner gets 50%. Then we have a small little threshold of the starting jackpot because it can't be zero. And that was another problem that they had. Their jackpots got down to $4 or something like that. So we have a starting threshold that has to get to a minimum of 5 BNB. And then once that happens, that'll be the starting minimum. And then everything else is going to get shared from all the participants in the jackpot. And it's going to be really fun. And if no one buys for every 10 minutes, someone's going to win the jackpot. And I mean, it's working great. And we've got it all dynamic so we can play around with the numbers and make the cherry bomb like, a little bit of a higher number, or a lower number based on like what the need is and what you guys want and stuff. And they didn't have any of this. Their smart contract was just boom, flat, none of it was dynamic. And so we've really worked hard over the past couple days to make sure that everything's dynamic, which in computer coding means you can change it. So we can have the winner maybe only wins 30% this time, and 70% goes back to the people, and then 30% or whatever, 20% goes to the starting jackpot, so we can play around with those percentages. So it's super fun, and it's going to be super great, and staking is going to be available, and they're going to all play off each other. And, even the NFTs are involved, where 2% is going to get rewarded to the NFTs, and just for having an NFT, like that doesn't happen. Like people don't. That's like a little miner, like a little BNB miner with all this volume and stuff. And that other contract, they had the same minimum that we're going to have. So it is going to be a minimum participation of 0.1 BNB. So it is kind of like a little bit, maybe expensive for some of you guys, but you are going to get a percentage of it back. You will get the BSJ, and if the Jerry bomb happens, then the price is going to go up. So, but the NFTs get involved. You can have the 2% rewarding you back, and it's genius in my opinion. It's a whole little family. We have a real whole family now. This baby is like bringing life back to this family that I mean, I don't think anybody else has done. I personally, I have to toot my own horn a little bit. I don't think anybody else has done. Sure, have people done jackpots? Have people done babies? Have people ever done a baby jackpot? Nope. I thought of it, and Leckman coded it. So, that's why, another reason why, and I know I've said this in some of my voice calls before, my voice chats, but is that we are not sharing the code. The code is not going to be out there open source for everybody to just steal and copy and throw a bunch of marketing at it and steal our idea. So we're going to, keep it a little, if they want to do it, then they can create it themselves. They can code it themselves. My guess is they do not have a developer as good as we do because he is awesome. And if they want to try to code it and, get it right, then that's fine. But I'm not just going to let them copy and paste it without all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into it. So, but it's very exciting. We're very close. We're just going to go through. We're going to test the baby again. We're going to test the staking again. We're going to test the cherry bomb again. We're going to test the regular jackpot again. And we're just going to test all the little features, make sure we go through all the sort of Web3 stuff that we need to do, and test it again, make sure it's great. And then we will be launching shortly. But that will be after. That's a second priority. We're fixing this claiming situation first and making sure everybody gets their claims, and getting that going first is absolutely 100% our main priority. Was the reason for this voice call. But I just wanted you to know sort of what's up next. And I didn't want to sort of leave this voice chat without, something exciting and exciting news of where we're at with BSJ, which is in a really good spot. And we're looking really good. And we've already corrected the staking problem in the voice in the coding for the uppercase and lowercase, the checksum issue that we had in the staking contract. This time it's already been corrected in BSJ. And so you guys don't worry about that. And yes, and I did make the announcement that I am going to be doing the earns and burns. I'm going to do 14 before Sunday. Sometime before Sunday, I'm going to go live. I'm probably going to do them all at once. It's getting a lot to me to be going live every single day. So I don't know if I'm going to continue doing that. I'm not really sure. It definitely is not going to happen during launch. I have like a bunch of AMAs like scheduled. So, that'll be, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's too much, but I will be accumulating them, and I will do a drawing for every day, whether it happens, once a week and I do 7, or, 2 or 3 times a week going forward, or whatever that looks like, but it is going to happen. So awesome. Does anyone else have any other questions? Leckman, did you want to say anything?
I don't have
Sorry,
it right, but I send in the Telegram the pictures step by step how to clean cache. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Okay, great. Leckman, did you want to say something?
No, not really. I think you've said it all. So I just want to I wanted to expatiate more on the BSJ project. so that people can know the plan we have for them as regards BSJ, how it works, the procedure, and the opportunity available for them. So you can especially explain that very well so that people can be aware.
You want me to explain BSJ right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I've gone into detail about BSJ, but so BSJ is let me just, you know what? It's just easier if I share my screen. I'm gonna go to, and if you guys have any more questions about it, let's I'm gonna go to Sifu, and I've updated the white paper, and it has the tokenomics on it. So it's not perfect yet, but it does. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the baby seafood jackpot is also a meme coin which brings holders big profits in fun ways. First of all, 3% of every BSJ buy or sell automatically goes back to all the BSJ holders. So now if you guys are sitting there holding your Sifu, okay, you have your Sifu staked, you are automatically, or you have your BSJ staked, you are automatically going to be earning Sifu. So don't forget that. Well, you don't even have to be staking it. You can just be earning it, right? You just hold it, right? Okay. And baby seafood jackpot is, you guessed it, a jackpot. Okay. So every purchase of BSJ contributes to the jackpot, and everyone who purchases at least one BNB worth of BSJ is automatically eligible to participate in the jackpot. So you have to buy 0.1 BNB worth of BSJ, and then you're automatically eligible to participate in the jackpot. As the jackpot fills up with every BSJ transaction, eventually, usually quickly, the jackpot will fill to 10 BNB. At that point, okay, so this number is what I was talking about, the dynamic number. I probably just need to say it fills to the amount that we have it set at. Okay. And maybe 10 BNB, maybe, it's, I think we're going to start it, the minimum starting at 5 BNB. So I have to update this to 5 BNB. Anyway, let's just pretend it says 5 BNB. 5 BNB. At that point, the 10-minute timer can begin. If no one purchases BSJ in those 10 minutes, then the last person who bought BSJ wins the jackpot. But if somebody does purchase the BSJ once the timer has begun, then the timer is reset and the jackpot fills even higher. So it keeps going. So if somebody doesn't buy, then they win. So, but if not, then it keeps going. And that's what I was saying about in the other thing, that it got really, really high. They had like 120 something BSJ before that they hit their cherry bomb there. I'll talk about that in a minute. The jackpot winner receives 50%. Now, this is the percentages that I just talked about that we can change now. Okay, so we recoded it because we might want the split to be different. But currently, we're just going to try it out with this. The jackpot winner receives 50% of the jackpot, and the other 50% is split. 25 going towards the next jackpot, and the other 25 being distributed to the rest of the holders who purchased BSJ during that jackpot round. So this is important because you guys, it's if you participate in this jackpot round, you're going to get some of it back. I can change the percentage. If we think that we want more, if we think that we want 40% to go back to, then the next jackpot, whatever I have it set for, the current jackpot will be. And initially it's going to be 25% is going to go back to all the participants. So it's not only just, and this is why we're so good, and this is what they're trying to steal. It was our code right here, is because they didn't have this. Nobody was getting the jackpot share. Now, the cool thing about this is that the amount of the BSJ the holder receives the amount of the jackpot that a BSJ holder receives will be based on the amount of BSJ that they purchased during that round. So if you bought 5 BNB worth of jackpot buys during that particular round, and someone bought 2.5 of BNB during that round, then obviously the person who bought 5 BNB is going to get twice as much of the 25 split as the 50% as the person who bought 2.5 BNB, right? You're going to get more. So it's the same as Sifu. You more you participate, the more you get. It's just the same thing. So I actually use the same formulas that I use in Excel, to do that, to do this coding. Okay, so well, I gave it to Leckman and he did the coding, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the more BSJ that someone buys, the more of the jackpot they receive. So okay, so that makes sense, right? And the way that everyone is a winner with that way everyone is a winner with Sifu jackpot. Plus, when the BSJ jackpot reaches 100 BNB. Okay, now we're going to change this too. So this little bit is a little bit inaccurate. I think we're going to put it down to 20 or 25 BNB for the cherry bomb. But this is the cherry bomb. Then our cherry bomb feature is ignited. Okay, so we'll just say the cherry bomb number, whether it's 25 or 30 or whatever. But when it reaches the cherry bomb amount, that feature is ignited. At that point, the 50% of the jackpot will go to the BSJ, and then it'll buy back and burn. Okay, we are currently, we tried, and this was one thing that was hanging us up in the coding, to make this a automatic process, but it wasn't letting us do that. So now it's going to be a little bit of a manual process to the cherry bomb, but we think that we can write it to be more of an automatic process in the D app, but we could not do it in the smart contract. Now remember, there's two different things. There's a smart contract and there's the D app application. Okay, so I know that's kind of technical for you guys, but currently the cherry bomb will not happen automatically. So that's just an FYI. But the next jackpot will start automatically, even if there's a cherry bomb waiting to happen. So like, I guess my point is if this happens while I'm asleep, if we hit a cherry bomb while I'm asleep, then I'll wake up and do it the next day. I'll announce it so everybody knows and everybody can set their clock, because there might be some people that want to sell once the cherry bomb is ignited. It'd be really great. We're going to try to make this feature automatic so it happens at the time, so the people that are playing the game, right then and there can participate, because it's going to a 50 BNB or whatever. Initially it would be a 50 BNB buy back and burn. It sends the price soaring, right? And so if anybody wants to take profits, that's the ideal time to take profits, is when a cherry bomb gets the buyback and burn happens. Okay, so. And then this will increase the price, so all the holders will benefit. Then the other 25% of the jackpot, and this is also dynamic. So, we might change this as well. But the other 25% of the jackpot will go to the start of the next jackpot, and then the remaining 25% will get distributed between those who bought BSJ during that jackpot round, according to how much they purchased. The same as the regular jackpot. Okay, again, the more BSJ someone buys, the more they'll be rewarded for the jackpot. Okay, so if you guys don't know, the tokenomics and where it's getting its money from is 3% of the Sifu buys. This is the baby part. If you guys don't know what a baby token is, a baby token is a token that buys that one token buys and rewards another token. So BSJ is buying Sifu Inu and rewarding Sifu Inu to its holders. That's the baby part of it, okay? And then the jackpot, we just went over, 3% of the taxes go to the jackpot. The buys and sells are both the same, 16%. You're going to have to set your slippage to 17% because you've got to allow for fees, okay? It's 2% liquidity, 2% staking of the NFT rewards. So you guys, Collection 2 is underway. I didn't even want to touch on that subject today, but 2% is going to go to you guys if you stake your NFTs. It's huge. They're like little BNB miners. It's getting paid in BNB. You guys are really going to get in on these NFTs, especially the next collection is so funny, you guys. I kind of went back and forth with the artist a little bit, but I mean, wait till you see it. They got Sifu face tattoos and 69 smoking joints, and I mean, it's just hilarious. So, okay. Then we got 2% going to marketing, 2% going to the chief dev, and then 2% going to I say team, but it's really to me, and because it's me and the dev, and he's getting 2% and I'm getting 2% because we work very, very hard, and this is my full-time job, and I need to be a salary, so I'm going to be transparent. We're transparent. We both need money, and we both work very, very hard on this and devote our lives to it, so that I think that's a reasonable, fair amount, and it's not over the top or anything that's unheard of. Okay, so that is explaining the Sifu BSJ. Did that make sense, everybody?
Yeah, ma'am. But a small question: what will the max buy?
When's the what?
What will be the max buy for pre-sale 1 or pre-sale 2? Have you
Oh,
decided it,
what's the max
or it is
buy?
my idea?
For the pre-sale or for
6.9
the to ignite the cherry bomb?
pre-sale.
Oh, pre-sale, it's going to be 6.9. Right? Did we decide that it should be 6.9? I think we're going to do 6.9 on the pre-sale for the max buy.
That's nice, ma'am.
Yeah,
And
and
a
then
small question, ma'am.
yeah, go ahead.
RR wanted to say anything?
Anybody
Yeah,
else?
yeah. So I was saying that
Who's there? I don't know, ma'am. There is some questions regarding the invite competition. Actually, the person who won, he is not in the VC. He joined and left. Joined for a minute and then left. So what we can do now?
Who is it? Oh, he
Um,
left.
yeah, ma'am. I actually saw him 2 times for 5 minutes maximum.
Oh,
Who knows? Yes.
that's okay. Give it to
There are
him
two.
anyway. He's a good supporter. That's okay.
Oh,
He doesn't. His English isn't that great. He asked wonderful questions. Yeah. Let's give it to him. He may not know the rules, and I don't think I said them, so that's fine. He can win best question. Okay, so yeah, so the private pre-sale is they're both pre-sales. I'm gonna do a 69 soft cap. So the private pre-sale, it doesn't have to hit the soft cap, but the pink sale does have to hit the soft cap. So if the pink sale does not hit 69, and then we won't make it. So, I mean, I guess we'll just forfeit it and then we'll try again with a smaller soft cap if we don't hit the 69. So I'm going to try to do the 69 pre-sale, and then I'm going to try to do a 69 or the private pre-sale for all the Sifu holders, and then I'm going to do the 69 soft cap. And it's all going to be it's what was I going to say? Oh, it's all a set price. I'm not doing those fair launches anymore. And that's another thing. They're doing a fair launch that other token that shall not be named. That's not good. Those people, I feel bad for their community because those fair launches are not fair at all. They should call it unfair launch because those prices, you can never predict how many people are going to participate. Anyway, whatever. It's going to be a set price, a pre-sale. The private pre-sale will be 50% less than the public pre-sale. I have not announced the price yet. I already know what it is, but I'm not telling you guys until it's announced. But we're going to fix all these other problems first, and then we're going to launch. We're going to move it we're going to test it. Final testing of BSJ. Any adjustments that need to be made. Then we'll launch it, and as soon as after we launch it, then I will launch the private pre-sale. Now you must hold $10 worth of Sifu Inu, and I'm going to check you, and I will blacklist your wallet if you try to participate and you don't hold 10 Sifu in your wallet. So I'm just saying that. I know you guys all have CFO, but tell the other people if they're trying to get away with it, or you see any scammers in there, you gotta have $10 worth of. It's not a fortune, you guys. It's $10 worth of Sifu Inu. If you're not invested in the project, then you can't get the pre-sale. Okay, most projects make you have one B&B worth. I will tell you that Piston, I'm good friends with those guys. They're awesome guys. But in order to participate in the Piston pre-sale, you had to have one B&B invested in My Diamond Team, which was their other project. And that's the only people that got on the whitelist. So $10, you guys are getting off easy to get a 50% discount. So anyway, all right. Is that everything? How'd I do, Leckman?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So, lastly, before I leave the discussion, I want everybody to be active in the group, because very soon we'll be scrutinizing what is going on on the platform. I mean, on the blockchain. So we need to do some cleansing. I mean, uh, we need to checkmate some people on the platform, because there are a lot of people trying to scam individual and scam uh, the project owner. So if you are called for interview, maybe due to some operation anomalies, please make sure you answer the call. Then if you have issue, just drop your wallet with Damsel or drop it with me. Then we can do some verification to confirm if truly you are unable to unstake your token. So our goal is to make sure everybody laugh after the end of this project, and everybody cash out good time.
Exactly.
So I'm sorry I couldn't pass it very well. I'm busy doing some other stuff. You can see my voice is somehow dull. I'm taking a lot of things. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's great.
So
It's great. We're happy to have you.
yeah,
Thanks so much for
yeah,
being
thank you.
here. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. And we're so lucky to have him. And thank you so much for all of your hard work. And let's all make some money. Right? We're gonna with this
Yeah, sure.
BSJ. With this BSJ, it's gonna be hot, 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 guys. Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah.
Yep. As good as Sifu was and my idea was on that, I've learned so much from that, and I really just taken it all, the best of the best projects, and baby projects are hot, baby cake and all that stuff was so successful, right? And then putting it with this new hot jackpot and the staking, and I just put all the cool things together, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun making some money, right? A lot of money. Okay, you guys, if you didn't get your question answered today, or you were too shy, or your English isn't great or whatever, don't worry about it. Just ask us. And if your tokens, if you're just joining us now and you're here and you had a problem with claiming your tokens, just DM me your wallet address. I'm making a list and I'm going to go through them one by one, and then we're going to try to take care of them today. So thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.